my name is Annette Tarpley, and I'm the founder of Passion Poetry, and this is Pop Chat. And today I have Anjula Singh with me. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Thank you so much, Annette. I'm absolutely fine. I'm glad to have on POP, Passion of Poetry. It's a lovely platform
Thank you very
and more
much.
lovely because of you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, you have a great platform as well. And
Yeah,
um,
thank you
just
so much.
if you could give me a little bit
Eva,
of your,
Eva's in,
your
it's yeah, Eva Zindagi, and thank you so much for actively contributing to it also from time
oh,
to time.
yeah, I haven't been posting as much lately. So,
Yeah,
in fact, I've been so
I
busy
I
doing
think
other
your
things.
schedule has been very tight. I've
Yeah.
been watching your these interviews, regular interviews. It's quite time consuming.
Yeah, it
It's
really
it's a
is.
great job. Yeah.
Thank you. It's, the preparation and everything you do, it's just a lot of time. And I'm also working on a standalone website where I can publish the poets. So I just
Yes.
started that again for the third time. So hopefully that will happen soon. But tell
That's
us a little bit about you and where you're from, what you do, and your poetry journey.
yeah. So Annette, basically I'm a poetry artist. So what artist is like, I write poetries and I'm an artist also, a painter also. So most of the time I try to collaborate my poetry and artwork. So the topics on which I have written the poetry, I try to draw something on it or vice versa. So yeah, this is the reason I'm waiting for my solo book. It should be quite different from the normal books because all the works that will be published will be my poetry art. Uh,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful.
So
Do you have any of your artwork that you'll be able to show us?
I can show you, but right now I think if I can move my camera, it's okay. I'll
Yeah.
just show you one of my artworks. It's a sketch oil painting of my nephew, of my this is very small when she was a kid. Can you see it?
Oh, yes. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Lovely. Love it. You're
This is
very
oil.
talented. Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much. It is one of my oil paintings. And actually, my first love is oil paintings and paintings only. I started writing poetries in class 8, but as far as I remember, I started painting when I was like in pre-primary.
Wow. Wow. That's marvelous.
Yeah.
I've never had that. Well, I have other talents. Actually,
Yeah.
maybe when you read your first poem, I can go grab it really quick. But it's something I stitched a long time ago, and I gave it to a friend of mine.
Right, right.
It's been in the attic for a long time. So I was like saw her this weekend, or I said I really want that back. So it's now hanging on my wall again. It took me over a year to do it, so I'll have to
Right.
share it with you.
Your
But
poetries
so
are very deep. Your poetries are very deep. I've read many of them.
I
Beautiful.
haven't done it for a little while. So tell me a bit about your site and what you do with that, and about
Yeah,
your world record thing that you did
yeah,
as well.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So I basically run a platform named Eva Zindagi. It's for poets, artists, then experts from various fields. So we have these artist poets, and we publish a e-magazine every month. We try to all the active writers of the platform, and then we have live sessions on Sunday at 7. So mostly they are poets, but sometimes they are experts of various fields. Like during Diwali, we had a session on Rangoli making session that we do during these times, Diwali times, we do that. And then we have from various doctors, graphologists, the experts of various fields, and then martial arts also. So whatever can like give information, educational experience, we try to have those sessions. And maybe in near future, we'll love to have you also.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. That's marvelous.
And yeah, apart from that, we recently created a world record. You are also part of that. And in that world record, we created a e-magazine that is largest in the world. In that, 227 writers across the globe, 10 countries, they participated in that. And there around 800 something works, original works and artworks were published in that magazine.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, so
How
that was a
did you
proud
get it?
moment.
Did you get a Guinness Book of World Records or was it a
No,
different?
this was International Book of World Record. It was International Book of World Record. We have something in mind for Guinness Book of World Record also, but maybe it'll take some time.
Yeah,
More meticulous planning, more time
yeah.
in near
So
future. Yeah.
we have a couple comments here. Please, if you're commenting, we don't know who you are unless you've changed your settings. So you'll show up just as an anonymous Facebook user. So we request that you just identify who you are after your comments. So that would be helpful. So we have congratulations from someone. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we have, oh, keep up the good work again. This is from Tofi
Tawfiq
Zuhur. I'm
Zohar.
going to be with
So
him
thank you
tomorrow.
so much, Tawfiq.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And
much.
then we have one more. Oh, this is from Vince
Win
Valdez.
Valdez, Toronto.
Please,
Wow, great.
thank
Great.
you. Yeah.
It
So,
is always nice, yeah, to connect with
so we,
like-minded people. So in my friend
oh,
list, mostly they are poets and artists only. So it's always
yeah.
nice to
I think
learn
we
from them.
understand it. Yeah, we appreciate each
Right,
other and understand each other, don't we?
right, right, right. We are
Yeah.
always learning from each other also.
Yeah. It's too bad I didn't know about your art before. I could have had you in my anthology book. Well, still might be able to slip into you into the anthology book if you give us something to we're coming out with the first pop anthology book next month.
Yes,
So
yes. And I'm
yeah,
glad to be part of it.
yeah. Did we? Is your poetry in there? I can't even
Yes,
remember.
yes. And I'm sure I'll be reading my poetry here also. That poetry I love to share on POP
Yeah,
that I contributed for the anthology. Yeah.
go ahead and read us one of your poems. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just read it. The title of the poem is Passion is Power. Passion is not just a word, it is my entire world. It liberates me and lifts me like a soaring bird. Passion is power, but to sensibly channelize, followed by heart. Don't use mind to analyze. Painting is my passion, akin to the meditation. I love to paint all that's part of Lord's creation. Nature's splendid beauty, pure childhood smile, unification of flowers, and woman's exquisite style. Writing is my passion, and pen is mighty sword. It speaks volumes through each and every word. It gives me company and keeps solitude at bay. Even when I'm not around, it's going to stay. Reading is my passion that broadens the horizon. With every passing year, one is sure to get wizened. It gives food for thought and wings to imagination, a friend indeed for life, paving way to gratification. Painting, writing, reading equips me with the power, with Lord's blessing and love that you all share. Treading upon the path which my passion leads, I will continue to serve humanity with my deeds. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Is that the one that's in the anthology? Talks
Yes,
about
that's
passion.
the yeah, that's the one I wrote for you in anthology. So
Great.
last year, yeah, I
It's
specifically
wonderful.
wrote for you anthology. Yeah.
It's wonderful. I went
So
upstairs and got this picture. I'll show you. It's very large. It's like I
Right.
can't tell you how large it is. But I'm going to take
Yeah.
my camera off so you can maybe.
Right. Right. Right.
Let's see. My cord.
Wow.
Um. Anyway, this is the piece. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Uh.
Yeah. I can.
Yeah. But it
It's
took me a long
beautiful.
time to do that. It was a year. So
Mm.
anyway.
Wow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Lovely.
Yeah. I can't paint, but I can do some needle art. I don't know if Stuart is joining us. One of my admins, Stuart Dan, he's a poet. But I
Right.
just
Right.
found out last night he does needlework, really
Yeah.
intricate needlework. I,
Integrate. It takes a lot of patience and time, actually.
I remember
Painting
him
needs.
he showed me a piece that he did, and I recognized the
Yeah.
designer because I've done her
Right.
work before. Her work is so complicated and her designs are so complicated, they have support groups
Yeah.
when people are doing it. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Needs actually a lot of time. Actually, I got spondylitis because of painting. So I was so obsessed with my all paintings that I like ruined my posture and it resulted in spondylitis. So I have to be now
Yeah.
more careful while painting.
Oh,
So these
wow.
are the pros and cons. Yeah.
That can be painful. It can be painful.
Yeah. Sometimes when
So,
it triggers, it's really painful.
so tell me a bit about how you write. Do you have a certain subject matter that you like to write about the most?
Yes, yes, I do. Actually, women are my favorite subject matter. I write on them a lot. Then I write for like patriotic is my favorite topic, like country. I've written few poetries on country and mythology. I've written on mythology also. So like Indian culture. So it's so that more people are aware about what's in this Indian culture, and they are like they can be like more aware and fascinated by the facts that are there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So I'm
these
glad
are
you
my
did.
favorite. Yeah, and philosophy, obviously, philosophical poems also I write.
Well,
So these are basically
you're deep too then.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I love to write on these many topics mostly, but I've written on almost all the topics
How
in
often
both
do you
English and
write?
Hindi.
How often do you write?
Yeah.
How frequently do you write?
I write sometimes I write on daily basis, and sometimes there are like weeks when I'm not able to write. All depends on the time and the to-do list that's waiting for me. Because
Right.
you also must be aware that running a platform is very difficult thing.
Yeah.
So prior to running the platform, I used to write very, very frequently. Like it was, I have written 830 poems on a platform called Your Quote. So after coming to this, running this platform, there are commitments, there are like activities. So the frequency has come down, but hopefully soon I'll be able to write more.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. Is there any other writers in your family?
My mother-in-law, she is a writer, but instead of writing poetries, she is into stories. So
Mm.
she has been writing from like more than 40 years. Her works have been published in reputed magazines here. And my husband, he also writes, but he is in services. So he just writes for his fun. He has not published or he has not given any poetries for publishing and everything. So he also basically writes.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, these
So
two
that's good
writers.
because then he understands your love of writing, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes he replies to my poetry in poetry.
Oh,
So yeah, so yeah, that is a good part, and they both are able to appreciate and enjoy the books I've written or anthologies I'm published in. They are the good, voracious readers of that. So like I've participated in 12 anthologies by now. So my mother-in-law, especially, she has read almost all of them.
oh,
So
that's good that you have a
yeah,
supportive mother-in-law. That's
yeah,
great.
lot of support.
How long does it typically take you to write a piece?
Uh, it generally requires 5 to 15 minutes. It doesn't take much. If I'm in the flow of the mood of writing, in the that so the words just flow. It doesn't take time. Yeah, after you have written it, you may because I believe you write by heart, you edit with your mind. So when you write, it doesn't take too much of time if you are in that mood. Yeah, but after you have written it, then you try to analyze the things where you are going right, what words can be better. So then you are editing with your mind. So basically, that is what happens.
I love what you said that you write with your heart, but you edit with your mind. I love that.
Right, right.
No, that's great. So
Yeah,
you don't mull once you write something, you don't really mull over a lot or just keep trying to rewrite it. You know, some
yeah,
people
yeah. Well,
take
yeah,
days to really look at it.
yeah. Generally, doesn't needs much of editing. Generally, doesn't. But yeah, once in one go, generally I get the piece I want. So
Yeah,
sometimes there are like one or two words I edit generally, but more or less the piece is final in one go.
very good, very good.
Yeah. And
Um,
apart from being a poet, I'm an educationist also. So I've
oh,
been into teaching profession since 2004.
wow.
So I have taught since 2004, and from the last 4 years only, I am not into teaching profession since I have started the Eva Zindagi platform. So I've changed the priorities. Otherwise, I have written 8 books for this postgraduate students for education.
Oh, that's
So
impressive.
yeah,
Wow.
I've been yeah.
So do you have what kind of a degree do you have? Do you have a master's, a doctorate degree?
Yeah. I have two master's degree. One is
Wow.
in economics and one is in education.
Very good. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. I know how
Thank you
much
so
that
much.
time that takes. I only have one master's degree, so
Yeah.
I don't have two. Don't even. I never wanted to go back for my doctorate degree. It was just too much.
Right. But you
So
are doing a very noble thing, very noble thing. It's a very demanding profession, I believe.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
everybody's cup of tea.
yeah. I'm just getting ready to go back into psychiatry, so that should be interesting.
Yeah.
Psychiatry doing children, adolescents, and young adults.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
excited
believe
about that.
I read one of your poems for you wrote for your patient only. I think I've read it somewhere. It was very beautiful. It was
Yeah,
very beautiful.
it
Yeah.
was probably Will You Remember Me? I
Yeah.
went to go
Yeah.
see it. It's my most
Right.
watched video on YouTube. It's getting close to 1,000 views, but
Yeah.
and I narrated it, but it Alan put the who's here, Alan Johnson put the video together. But I went to see a patient one day who was on a ventilator, and I used to
Right. Right.
read her poems, and she would love it, and her eyes would light up, and she'd smile, and but
Right.
that day she kept trying to mouth something. She mouthed the words, "Will you remember me?" And I
Right.
loved
Right.
it. Yeah,
It's
but
beautiful piece.
thank you. We also have some more comments. We have group like that too with Poetic Heart poem painting events. Okay, and then
Yes.
Alan says all poetry groups have the same ethos and should never isolate the support of poets.
Yes.
So
Very
I'm
true.
not sure what he means by that actually. Um, so anyway, you'll have to explain, Alan.
I
I'm
think
not
he
sure.
means to say that we should all come together and support each other. I think I probably he meant to say that,
Well, that's
and
true.
we do that. I think we are doing
Maybe,
that.
maybe I think maybe he means yeah, and maybe he means that yeah. Even though we have different platforms, we have different. You have your site,
Yeah,
I have my site. We are not
yeah,
isolated, and he has his as well. So I think
yeah.
we're very supportive of each other as a
That is
whole.
there.
So,
That is there. That's why
yeah,
I'm here today, and I
to
have
keep
your work on Eva Zindagi, yeah, on our channel also.
yeah.
So we are doing already doing that, I believe so.
No, you're here to interpret what Alan said because I couldn't figure it out. Sorry, Alan. But so is there anything that you would like to do in life that you haven't done yet? Is there anything on your bucket list?
Yeah, I told you, as I told you, I want to publish my poetry artwork. That's in my bucket list. That I definitely want to do that. That is probably one of the wish lists I want to do. So
Yeah.
it should be like my poetries and my artworks. So artwork will take time. Poetry, so I already have my collection, but
That's so exciting. Do you have
yeah.
a publisher yet? Do you have a publisher
Uh,
for it?
mm, I have few publishers in mind, but since being in a transferable job, it's very difficult to home on to a publisher, which I can stay in touch after, even after like publishing. So now we are probably in the process of settling down at one place. So
Yeah,
in the maybe next couple of years, I'll be doing that. My dream.
that's
So
great.
every
You were.
every 2 years, yeah, every 2 years we are moving from one place to another.
Oh
So
wow.
stability has been an issue, yeah, because
Because of your
being
husband's
in,
job. Because of your husband's job.
yeah, he is in armed forces. So
Yeah.
we travel length and breadth of the country. Every 2 years we move, packing and unpacking. So that's
Wow.
a beauty of it also. But challenging part is that we can't stick to one profession, which like demands one place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
And I've lived in the same home for many years, so
yeah.
um, I can't imagine packing up all the time. The good thing about it would be this is that
Yes.
when you live in a place a long time, you accumulate a lot of stuff, you know. You need to purge every once in a while and get rid of things. So I need
Right.
to do that soon. But
Right.
so I don't know if we have any other comments. I don't see any. So is there anything that you can think of that we could better do, or anything that you would like to do as far as promoting poetry more in the community?
Yes, definitely. Like many of the poets, many of the poets, especially females in India, I'm talking about the less developed countries. Like they don't have the basic freedoms or access to like outer world, like some of lucky one of us, and they are excellent writers. They have a lot of talent. So maybe I want to come up with frequent anthologies and also that they can fulfill, can complete their dreams of becoming a published author. They might not have that financial independence also, so anthologies doesn't cost that much.
Yeah,
So probably we will be like doing more of a social work, like it's we'll not charge any profit. Maybe it will be no profit no loss type of anthologies. So we want to promote them, we want to encourage them. If they have the talent, we want to maybe provide a stage also if they have access to like outer world. So we can have like yearly events also if they are really, they have the potential. So that
nice,
is my objective. Yeah, to
very good.
serve this. Yeah.
You have a lot of innovative things that you do too. I think you're always trying to do new
Yeah.
things and create new things. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah,
So
thank you
everything
so
you know do as well is really geared at the poets
Thanks.
and people and so
Thank
forth
you.
and the
Thank you.
writing.
It's friends like you. It's all friends like you who
Yeah,
constantly motivate us and give us this, that energy that we are moving in the right direction.
yeah. Well, we all, I think when it's our passion, poetry is our passion, then
Yes.
you
Yes.
become
Indeed. Indeed.
engrossed with it. So,
That's true. That's true.
um, oh, Alan's explaining, right? Maybe, um, annually explain perfectly the need. Oh, okay. So you did for all the groups to join and support other poets. So you speak Alan. I always say that my phone does not speak Annette. It misinterprets it all the time. So apparently I don't speak Alan. There's isolation out there that needs to be addressed, irrespectively of personal feelings or groups. I have always very much embraced other people's sites and other administrators. So they're active. I've had several on here. So I've
That's right.
always just have felt personally a camaraderie with them. So
Right, right.
yeah, I don't unless it's a site that's doing something that I don't agree with.
That's
So
like we have
occasionally,
bonded, like it's almost, I think, 2 years we have bonded, and by God's grace, so we have developed a little
yeah,
friendship over a period of 2 years. So
yeah,
I know
you
you're always
go,
there whenever I need you. So that's very, very good thing
yeah,
to know.
yes, it is. I don't know if you're part of my admin thread or not. I need to add you if you're not.
And
Are you
one
part of the
of my,
admin thread?
and I think my one of my very dear friends, Miss Rita Chok, she is there as admin, right? She
Yes.
is there at admin, and we met in Delhi, New Delhi, during one of the functions.
Oh,
So
nice.
she was the active part of my group also, and we are like common friends.
I would love to meet Rita and give her a big old hug someday.
Right, right, right.
She's a very dear and sweet person. She really
A
is.
very sweet person. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Is
yeah.
she shorter than you or taller than you?
Yes, yes.
Do you know if she's
She
shorter?
has also,
Is she
pardon?
shorter or taller? Is she shorter or taller than you? I'm just
She
curious.
is, I think, around 5'1". She is like, she must be 5'1" or something. Yeah.
Um, so I don't
Yeah.
know why I asked that. I was just curious.
Yeah. When you are like, you have seen the pictures or videos, you are always inquisitive of the physical appearance. You don't know, you can't guess actually.
Yeah,
So
I
that
always
is
thought,
there.
I don't know if he's watching, probably not, but Timothy Payton, you know Timothy
Yeah.
Payton, the poet? I don't know if you know him or not.
Whom? Annette?
It's Timothy Payton. Timothy Payton.
No, I'm not sure.
He's from the
I know
United
few of the
States.
poets
Yeah.
from like POP is common with few of the like Sarla Balchandran ji. She is there, and then Sai Prakash ji, he is there, and these all poets are there. So, some of like friends are there.
No, I remember asking Timothy Payton one time how tall he was because I thought he was very tall. And then I was
Right,
surprised to find out he wasn't very tall. So,
right,
it's always deceptive, I think. I'm not
right.
very tall. I'm only five,
Uh,
5'6", so I'm not tall at all. But
5'6", you're pretty tall by Indian standard.
I am? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
5'6" is considered very good height here in India.
oh,
Very
okay.
tall, actually.
For a woman.
I'm 5'3".
Oh, wow, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm taller than
So
both you and Rita.
so 5'6" is above average height in India.
Should be Anjula, not okay. Well, he misspelled his thing.
Yeah, I think in the comments, yeah.
Yeah.
In like typo errors, they my spelling is like this only. If somebody is
Well,
not paying attention, yeah, it's it is auto typed Anwar only.
yeah.
So it's
Well,
okay. It's
apparently,
okay.
Alan Johnson is 6'2". Wow, Alan.
Uh,
Some of us don't have that advantage of height, so he can reach the top cupboards and things. So he's that person you say, "Hey, can you reach that for me?"
yeah.
No. All right. Well, is there anything that you would like to do yourself personally, as far as not poetry, but on your bucket list as far as a non poetry or literature thing? Is there anything that you'd like to do that you
Yeah,
haven't done?
yeah, definitely. Like I told you, I'm from army like background. My husband is in army. So in army there are war widows are there. So I want to do something for them. It's not like directly related to poetry, but maybe I'll want to publish an anthology where whatever profit I make from the anthology should go to the war widow fund, so that
Gotcha.
we can financially help them uh, in like supporting them, because
Yeah.
life becomes very difficult if uh, somewhere someone is not around. So
Yeah.
this is in my bucket list. In near future, we'll be doing this.
Very
We will
good.
be dedicating at least one anthology purely to war widows.
Very good. I'm
Yes.
sorry, my nose
I've
is
been,
itchy.
yeah, at this point, I'd like to share that I have been in part of a anthology
Please do. Yeah.
that, yeah, that is dedicated to cancer patients. So I'll read out one of my poem that was contributed for that anthology. It's called Hope. The poetry is Hope. Hope is a four-letter word that keeps us constantly going. Hope is the light source that helps positivity is flowing. In the turbulent times of life, when going gets little tough, to face uprooting storms, seed of hope can be enough. Power of positivity may bring universal energy to your side, although sticking to negativity may lead you to a rough ride. Learn to be compassionate, affectionate, always kind, but at the same time, try to breathe, relax, and unwind. Recall, recollect, and recognize the basic nature of your soul. Remaining peaceful, powerful, and positive must be your goal. Leave the things on the will of God that are beyond your control. Remember, worrying takes you nowhere. Just stick to your role. God is walking by your side and showering his light on you. Keep visualizing this always and keep negativity at bay too. Work consciously towards setting your karmic account right. It may help you abundantly when you are putting up a brave fight. Exercise law of attraction to manifest whatever is really needed. You might get to experience whatever ever tried to feed. Make it a habit to thank God, body, nature, and universe for what you have. Let the Lord be your guiding light. There will be no reason to be afraid. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Loved
Thank
it.
you so much.
Had a
Thank
lot
you
of
so much.
wisdom and insightfulness, and of course, it talks about our need, for God and to trust in Him and have faith in Him as well. So,
Yes.
bravo. Is
Thank you
there
so much. Thank
a talent that you wish you had but you don't possess?
you. Yeah, singing.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a very good singer. I'm not very good singer. Actually, I'm into sports, outdoor sports. I'm pretty good at it. I've like represented my school and all there. Then dancing and also I'm pretty good at it. Only talent I don't have, if somebody says sing,
Yeah,
I just run away. So that is
there was a
probably the
couple
talent
of
I wished I could. Yeah, I wish I could have. So maybe it could help me better with my poetry skills also in the like public platforms. So it's a
yeah.
good talent to have as a poet if you can sing also along.
Yeah, there was a
So
couple of times where I was interviewed for different people, but they asked me to sing,
yeah,
and it's just not a good thing. It was a very painful, thing
that
for me.
is true.
Like,
That is
sing,
true.
I can't sing.
Yes,
Not a talent.
same here, same here. So this is actually the talent which I wish I could have.
When I was
So
growing up, my sister could sing. My dad was a musician, would try to get us to
mm,
sing a lot. So
okay,
we'd
wow,
go and yeah, and he'd try to get me to harmonize, which I cannot do. I can barely sing, let alone that. But I
right.
remember my grandma's friends used to come up to me and they'd say, "Oh, are you the one that sings?" I'd say, "No,
Okay.
I'm the one who doesn't." So,
That's so sweet of you.
yeah. And my mom, I remember, and we'd go to church and be singing, and then she'd always kind of whisper, "Dee Dee," my nickname was Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you never could sing, and I was like, "Thanks,
Right.
mom, thanks." But I can whistle pretty good, actually. So
Okay, okay, very nice.
whistle and tune. So we
Okay, well,
have
that is also a talent. That is also a good talent, actually. Not many people are able to do that.
we have apparently Alan Johnson says the circus didn't take him, I guess, because of his height. So no, but we have you, Alan. So we're good with that. You know who Alan Johnson is? He's the one who puts a lot of the video productions together.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So Alan actually has his own site also. It's called Trending Poets. And then
Okay, okay,
yeah, he has the Poets Lounge on YouTube, but he is a musician. He lives in the UK. He's
okay,
a musician. And he
okay,
composes the music for the videos. He recites does the narrative. He's got a
okay.
marvelous voice. Yeah, and then he also comprises the videos. So the intro that you
Mhm.
saw, the old fancy one that you saw, the little video, and then the one
Right,
in the
right,
end were his productions. I
right,
did the
right,
Rinky Dinky one in the middle.
right.
So, but
Yeah, it's a good thing. I think I've seen one of your videos. I think he worked on that also, probably.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I usually give
yeah.
him over to him. He makes me look a little bit better
Right,
as far as
right.
my
Very
writing.
professional. Yeah, nice work.
We have someone that says I think that they are 4'10". So I can't remember if that might be a little person. I can't remember. I think that might be the cutoff for being a little person, but I don't remember. I remember there was a wide range. And then we have someone else who says in the Philippines too, when he applied for hotel work, I reached the 5'6" average. So apparently that's the average height in the Philippines. Maybe for men. I don't think maybe women are that tall, but I could be wrong. So thank you for your comments, everyone. So is there if you were given tomorrow a bunch of money and inherit a bunch of money tomorrow, what would you do with it?
Money probably, like I discussed, I will. I'll not spend on myself. I'll try to spend on the things which can maybe grow Eva's Zindagi more and help us achieve the vision and target of helping more poets. So money will be used there. Maybe we'll set up our own this publishing house. We can collaborate with some printing press and we'll let's set up the basics required for that so that we are not depending on any outside agency and we are self-sufficient. Then we can take their own call. We can fix the things better and give more like facilities. So probably I'll be using the money for that only.
It's a good idea, actually. Do you think the ability to write poetry well is something that is innate, that's within you, or do you think that that is something that can be learned, or both?
No, I think writing poetry cannot be taught. It is inherent quality. It is inherent quality. It can be polished, although a dancer is inborn. If
Yeah.
you are a dancer, if you have rhythm in your body, you can improve the dancing skills. You can learn new ways. If you have that singing, inherent singer, you can that inherent talent is there of singing. You can polish it. You can learn notes and how to pitch your voice, how to modulate your voice. You can become a better. So I think if you are that poetic skills, if are there in your instinctive, then only you can be a poet. It cannot be taught. It can be only polished. I think it's like
Yeah.
inborn talent.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of do too. I think it's an innate thing. Just like, I'm sorry, I have a little fuzz on me. Just like the
Right.
gift of, the gift of, being an
God.
artist or
Yeah.
musical, I think is a gift as well. So, yeah, I very much think that as well.
Yeah.
So,
And
is there? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they are like some childrens who are born with some talents. Like they are before they can walk or they can speak, they are dancing and singing. So
Yeah,
this can be only God's gift. At that age, at a 3 year old or 4 year old cannot be taught so much. It's the inborn talent they are possessing. It can just be polished.
right, right.
So
I agree with that. Would you share another one of your poems with us, please?
yeah, yeah, definitely. So this time it's a poem I wrote on mythology. It's a big poem, but I'm sharing just a part of it. So in India, we worship goddess Durga. She is an epitome of power in India. She is worshipped twice a year for extended period of 9 days. So in India, we called her Ashtbhuja. So it's just a part of that poem. She is having 8 hands, and 8 hands carry some weapon or some object in her hands. And there is something that depicts what she is carrying and what is the reason why she is carrying. Most of the people they are not aware. So I have tried to cover this in my poetry. Uh, Her 8 hands or Ashtbhuja gives us a lesson unique depicting her to be warrior woman, yet so angelic. Chakra. Chakra is a round weapon is the rightness of karma in the human circle of life. Conch shows idea of performing duties cheerfully and thrive. Sword discern a message to eradicate all that is evil and vice. Bow and arrow teaches us all to stay focused at any price. Lotus gives us a message to be detached and pure in relations. Club signifies devotion towards work free from expectations. Trishul represent courage to face life challenges and stress. Outward facing palm teaches to gracefully forgive and bless. Even the tiger, she writes, epitomize controlled strength. The teachings of our mythology can go to amazing lengths. Make conscious effort to invoke the Asht Shakti you possess. Work towards removing all the demons of weaknesses. Let us evoke the power of withdrawal, let go, tolerate. Also learn to accept, discern, decide, face, and cooperate. On this Navdurga, may all aspire to become a better person and strive continuously to evolve until we grow into one. Thank you.
Thank you for doing that. Actually, that's a nice one to put out for when you all have your holidays that celebrate those things and so forth. For
Right,
those
right.
of us who don't know, because
Yeah,
I know that they're like on my side, we might wish them a happy whatever, but then we don't. Those of us who live in other countries don't always know. So that's
yeah.
very insightful and helpful, actually.
Yeah, actually, here we like the Durga, she symbolizes the power here, women power. So it's a very, very big festival. Like 9 days, we keep on celebrating Durga Par. So this is like poetry symbolizing. There's a whole story behind it. Like it's a very big poem. I've like made into animated video also, so that the new generation they are also aware about their customs and the stories behind what we worship and what actually is portrayed in that. Instead of just worshipping a picture, they should be aware what actually lies behind that concept.
Yeah, I think it's great to educate each other on, our holidays and our faiths, our beliefs, and what things mean or, symbolize and so forth and so on. So that's
Yeah,
great that you did that. That's wonderful.
yeah.
So how many holidays do you all have a year? Like major
In
holidays?
Here, we have like in India is it's a very diverse country, so we have practiced many religions here, and for all religions we do have a common holidays. So in Hindus, the we generally celebrate that Holi and Diwali. They are big festivals in India. So in the month of March we have Holi, and then we in the month of November we have Diwali. So we like have 2 to 3 days holidays for that, and then on Christmas also we have like holidays, and then Muslims they are also having like festivals. Eid is there and Bakrid, all those are there. So we have 3 4 days for them. So in all, I think India is a land of festivals. I think in a year or so will be having, I think, 30 to 40 odd holidays must be there for like
Oh, that's
so
why
but they,
you all are celebrating all the time, right? There's so
yeah,
many.
yeah, we are celebrating all across the year. The only thing is that, with private jobs and all, we have like restricted holidays and that holidays. So in restricted holidays, it's the discretion of the organization whether they are giving the holiday or not. So maybe in very like government jobs and all, they keep it to like they may allow announce the holiday or they may keep it to themselves only. So but very for very big festivals they are generally having like holidays. So
Yeah, I've
that is
worked with, a lot of people who, of course, are from India, but I remember there was some kind of festival with like colors or something.
Yes, Holi, that's a big festival. I was sharing, yeah. It's in March. It's in March. In that festival, like we color each other uh, with different colors. So generally now awareness is there, so we use organic colors or homemade colors. Earlier it used to be like the synthetic colors, so that used to harm skin. So now we have switched to dry colors, most of us.
And they're very
So
brilliant colors.
yeah, and
Are they
we there's
are
a
they something that does
very
it wash out of your clothes? That's what I want to know. Does it come
yeah,
out?
yeah, we it can be easily washed, the dry colors, and wearing white colors is like when you are wearing white and you are colored with different colors, that it looks very pretty.
I bet.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I've always loved looking at pictures of that.
yeah,
So we
and
have.
when we a lot of sweets we make. There's a special sweet named gujia is there. So it's stuffed with that dried milk. Milk is it's made hard and then stuffed inside like roti, the chapati. I'm not sure what is there in US, but we just stuff it and fried it. It is deep fried, but we indulge in that once a year. We indulge in that. We don't wash weight then during those times. For 3 4 days we are into it. So sweets,
This
homemade
is
sweets.
someone else's comment here. It's a Nikki Andrews who says that she believes that poetry can't be taught as well.
Yeah, it cannot be taught. It can be just polished. Skills can be polished. I think, yeah,
Then we have a comment. Stuart Dan, who is one of my admin and poet, great poet. He's
yeah.
said, "Hi, beautiful lady. Sorry at last."
Hi,
And
hi, Stuart. He is one of the active members of Eva Zindagi also. Glad to
yeah,
have him here.
Stuart's wonderful. He's got beautiful
He
poetry.
writes beautiful pieces. He writes.
Stuart's the one that does great needlework.
Okay, okay. Wow, wow. I was not aware of that.
Well,
Great, great.
he even Stuart even like knits and crochets and everything. Yeah,
Wow, wow. That's amazing.
I love when men do stuff like that, you know?
Yes, yes.
At
Generally,
least
yeah, men's are not that creative. I'm sorry if I'm hurting the men's, but generally they don't have that. Most of them. But same with my husband also. He can't draw a straight line. So
I'll show you what he
yeah,
did. Hold on a second. I'm trying to make it bigger because this is very intricate. I know this person's um okay, here we go. This took a lot of time.
yeah.
Wait. Let me see if I can.
Oh wow.
Um,
Yeah, it's beautiful. Very intricate work.
Yeah,
Really
and I know
cricket.
that
Oh my
designer
God.
because I've
Yeah.
done that's the one that you need a support group for.
Right,
Because she
right,
has a
right.
lot of stitches in there, like a fourth of a stitch, or she mixed threads together, and it's
Yes.
not just like
Yes.
one color, it might be two colors together, and it's
Yes.
her
Yes.
yeah, instructions are very complex usually. So, then we have a beautiful concept, so that's regarding your poetry, and how clever in animation. Stuart, very vibrant colors are like India's poets and poetesses. Wow, Stuart knows just what to say. Uh, so anyway, thank you everyone
Thank
for
you.
your.
Thank you so much,
That's very
everyone.
complex indeed. So I just our time's come to an end. Unfortunately, it's been so great to have you on today, and I've
Same,
always
same
just
here.
I've always just
Same here,
really
dear friend.
admired you immensely. So,
Same here,
uh,
same here. I look forward to you, and your every work is like very artistic and very quality work. Your videos, your interview sessions, your even your how you present your poetries. They are amazing.
I really appreciate that so much. But so love and blessings to you, and love and blessings to everyone.
Thank you so
Um,
much from
I
India
hope
also.
that yes, I hope everybody has a great day. And yeah, I know I love the heart thing. You know, or you could just do this. This is the I love you sign. So that's
Yes.
my dad used to do this all the time. I love you.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, you got to put the thumb out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's I love you
Oh,
in sign
I
language.
learned a
There.
new thing from you today.
Yeah. And then I know hi. This is hi. Well, no, no. This is HI and then HELL
Wow. Okay.
O.
You know symbolic language also. That's great.
That's
That's
all
great.
I know. That's all I know.
But still, you know how to
But
learn.
I used to know how to say French fries. I can't remember. So
Okay.
I don't remember. But so good to have you, dearest, and keep doing the
Thank you so
marvelous
much,
work
friend.
you're doing. All right.
Thank,
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Bye.
bye. Thank you so much.